So here we are in the new temporal setup, and this isn't the only thing that's changed. Obviously, if you've been here longer than this video, my hair has also changed, and I hope you like it. Let me know in the comments. And today I want to talk to you about one of my most favorite new filmmaking gear I have picked up, and that is this little guy right here, the Black Pro-Mist quarter filter for my R6, which is filming me right now. And I have thoroughly enjoyed using this, and I'm going to show you some comparisons in this video, why you should pick one up, and also what effects it looks like in the real world on everyday real shoots. Before we go any further, like I said at the start of the video, I cut my hair, and you'd know that if you were actually subscribed to this channel. So that's something you might want to consider doing if you want to stay up to date, not just with my hairstyle, but also what's going on in my life. Like, I used to have a YouTube studio and office, which I've got a video about that right there. And now I don't anymore. So you might want to stick up to date with why I'm technically homeless right now and don't have a studio to film in. For the immediate future, I'm going to be setting up wherever I want to film a video, and that's how it's going to go each and every week. And it's pretty awesome if you ask me and everyone else that's subscribed. Say in the comments if it's awesome or not. You know, you can be honest. We're honest here, right? So yes, this whole video is about this little guy here, the Black Pro-Mist filter from Tiffen at quarter strength. Now, I bought this because I wanted to create a realistic effect. And between you and me, with Sony just releasing the A1, which is meant to film 8K as well, there's a certain sharpness detail that kind of takes the mystique and the mystery away from film. So if you're anything like me, you start filming videos and you start putting all this film grain on it, you start trying to de-sharpen the footage because it all looks just so digital. And that's really the battle we're faced as filmmakers in these days with these awesome cameras. How do we remove the digital and make it look more like film without actually using film cameras? And I think this little guy here solves it completely. A good example is a music video I filmed really recently, and now we wanted this to look a bit different, a bit cinematic, if you will, and the best way I thought about it is actually this little bloom filter, because most of it is filmed out in the forest, like these shots you can see here, and I knew I wanted this to look like a gloomy day, but it was filmed in Australia in the middle of summer, and it was hot and sweaty, and we had to wait a long time for the sun to go behind a cloud to give a bit of an overcast effect. And while we waited, we actually did the most Australian thing ever and just played cricket.
Oh, that's a bit late. Run! Run!
Which went for about an hour. I did hit a couple of sixes, which was pretty good. Once the clouds did cover the sun, we had the nice soft lighting, but I wanted to bloom the sky and bloom the highlights. So this little guy here was perfect. And as you can see in these results, not only is it blooming the sky, but it's also softening the skin tones, which I love. That's what it's like in the real world using it on shoots. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this on the camera right now and we'll do a bit of a comparison, shall we? So now that they're side by side, you can kind of see that the bloom filter is a lot more, how do I say, cinematic. You know what, Josh? I'd have to agree with you. I personally like the softness of my skin with this, and also how much cooler this iPhone light looks. And this works on all lights. I've got the little aperture MC here, which I'm just gonna turn on. It's still blooming the highlights on the LED. So it's gonna bloom any lights, just like you saw in the music video to this, but it also softens the skin. Compared to without, it's just a boring old light, which is pretty boring. On, off, on, off, on, off. I'm just gonna leave this filter on for the rest of the video. With all those comparisons there, you can see why just taking that little bit of the edge off your digital footage makes it a little bit, you know, nicer to the eyes. And you know what? Sometimes you got a little blemish on your face. You know what? I film myself. I know how it feels to be on both sides of the camera. Fun fact for you. Because it's smoothing out my skin tones as well. You can't see all my pores and all my little blemishes, which, you know what, aren't the most attractive thing to look at if you're looking at someone's head like this video for so long. So if you're filming interviews and a lot of talking heads, I would probably recommend this filter as it helps your beauty lighting that extra little bit. And you know what, used in the right situations as well, this can actually give a really nice cinematic edge and not that digital harsh footage, which really helps you stand out from the crowd by actually reducing the sharpness on your footage and blooming those highlights. Could actually be the secret sauce you put on your videos compared to everyone else's videos out there that might actually get you more jobs, might actually make more cooler content. But once again, it's just a tool. So you know what? Sometimes it's not gonna be needed. Sometimes it's definitely gonna be needed. So please consider subscribing if you haven't already. And if you want to check out this filter from Tiffen or many more, I've listed a link down below, which you can click on, and it helps me out greatly, along with all my other links about music, gear I use, all that fun stuff. So please check them out, follow those links, they'll take you where you need to go, and feel free to pick one of them up. It wasn't that expensive, it was only about like $50 or so. So yeah, that's it. This is me, this is the new backdrop just for this video, and this is my haircut, which is probably sticking around for a little bit longer than this set will. But otherwise, let me know how you go with the filter. Let me know if you got any questions in the comments below. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out. Let's go. 2021 is gonna be different. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. Also, how good's me? Just referencing 2021, even though it's blatantly like February. See you guys.